Today we're exploring something that we thought that up until recently had been patched by the DE. That is, escaping a Corpus frigate in order to get into the jail block of a rescue target. Used to be that we would do this by calling an elevator upwards and then bullet jumping or void dashing through the top of the shaft, allowing us to walk onto the ceiling. That doesn't happen anymore. As you can see here, doing so would cause you to respawn nearby as though you had fallen down a pit. It seems Digital Extremes has bulwarked most elevator shafts in this way. Nearly all of the ones we have tried have been proved in this way. And unfortunately that rather cripples this method of science that we have. Thanks to the freelance tentacle monster, ironically using a hydroid, we have established a new tech. All we need is the hydroid with undertow and a slanted ceiling that we can squeeze under. We trigger undertow, ooze into position, and then reform. And then jump. Unfortunately, testing done by myself confirms that Hydroid is the only frame to be able to do this, despite there being other frames that can reduce their size. For example, the Razor Wing on Titania. Now the mechanism of success is identical to that seen in the earlier video on the subject. That is, we use this to bypass the checkpoint door leading into the jail block, which is what causes the wardens to spawn. Now I've attempted this jump like 8 bloody times already, and this is uniquely painful because the jail block is actually immediately underneath the spawn room. I would call this successful. Unfortunately, a lot of this part is navigating by way of the minimap. But it looks like we've made it. No one around.
We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
I knew you would come. Thank you.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect them at all costs.
Unfortunately, as far as I know, there is no way to escape a jail block in this way. The moment you rescue the subject, the enemies spawn anyway. Now this is not only to be used in rescue, but I struggle to think of any place, any mission type where this would be useful. For example, in survival, we can use this to escape the beginning area. And I fricked it up. Because this is a survival, it begins in lockdown. And very few of the doors will actually open now. Now I expect, apart from the rescue mission, that there is absolutely nowhere where it's a good idea to use this. The ability to escape the map would either be completely inconsequential to your success, or, in the case of survival, completely detrimental, and locking you out of the mission completely. But the science is only really as good as the place where you can apply it. Anyway, that about does it for this clip. I'm still trying to figure out what sort of branding to put on it and whatever, but I figured that getting this science out was more important than any of that, especially considering the rut I've been stuck in. I've also been trying to improve my oration skills, and you wouldn't believe the amount of blank space I've had to cut out of this where I struggle to find words, so bear with me as I work on my technique. Thanks and peace out.